my slice of real life in the VTuber world. I'm Liberian VTuber, Star Shadow, aka Star. And we, tonight, or today, this afternoon, will be continuing the Trailblaze continuance that we started earlier this week, but are now just able to get into here. Yeah, considering how often we've been interrupted during the afternoon, we'll see how this goes. But just as a FYI, we will not be streaming tomorrow afternoon. I'll be at lunch, then catching back up with stuff after that, so that is the way it goes, but we'll try to get what we can today. So let's get back into it here. Let's see. No, that's not what we're doing. They want me to finish that, I guess. But that is not what we're doing. Missions. I can do that on my own. This is what we're doing. There we go. So we're walking around with Sunday right now. He is, quote unquote, atoning.
Oh, is that a stain?
For all of his
like this coat.
misdeeds, as he says, continuing his journey of reflection. Oh, that's the harmony. But so we were just over in the section with the stage and food and everything, and that was the first place he had control of, and so he was reflecting on that time and how things went badly and how things could change now. So now we continue.
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do...
And Welt had just stopped him beforehand, and Sunday had used his power to appear as in Teletron, but it seems that Welt has now seen through it.
Put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
Smart.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
This is where we get to see that Welt is actually a badass, even though he kind of does not seem to be sometimes.
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Sunday unreservedly shares his story with Welt.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
Oh, a companion after all. Ooh.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
Sarcastic party. All right, where are all of our idiots at? Where's the idiot crew?
we're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Well, there's a picture of a burger, so...
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
Because we own, like, 5%?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Hello?
Or these ladies?
What the hell's going on here?
This... how?
What the hell's going on here?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have a huge problem. What is going on? Meanwhile, the radiant feldspar.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mr. Screwlum. I had assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
The Genius Society. I'm sure if all of you geniuses showed up to the Charmony Festival, things would have been very different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herta? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless, after all. I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphorius is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right. So this has to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps even the Aeons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the Remembrance's technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ron May's acquaintance a while back. We even went into the Kalenga Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ron May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yeah, a bond that truly runs deep.
So is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Xianzhou, considering her unique position within the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Tingyun better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time now. The answer to that is no.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on?
No.
March?
Nope.
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically.
Yes, let's talk to the idiot twins. Both of these are pretty funny. Apparently there are many Tingyuns here with us. I'm gonna have to break that stereotype you have of me.
Not now. Of all times.
Idiot twins, powers, activate.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Oh yes, we should also remember that Tingyun's body was taken over by Phantalia during the Xianzhou arc and died. And at the end of the last continuance, we saw her with Ron Mei. So apparently Ron Mei is responsible for bringing her back. And yeah. Now word of this.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
We failed the challenge terribly. I still wanted more categories. Behold, the Laughing Maniac. March 7th.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun...
I know there are people that ship these two together, but they're too dumb. They're too dumb for each other. Way too dumb. This is definitely one of those familial bonds, not romantic bonds.
Miss Tingyun ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
They're so cute too.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who is this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Oh. He's also got the power. Ooh.
It's been a while, everyone.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Oh yeah, Mr. Yang, have you turned on us?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Well, fills him in on what he's been through.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
Pretty much. I'm not one to boast about past feats.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting-Yun to her normal self.
Well, does bring like all the broken people with him. It like is like drawn to these people. Mostly because he's pretty crazy himself. There is no one normal in this game.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting-Yuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Find a Ting-Yun that is easy to communicate with. Jesus Christ, there's so many. The business model is cool. Okay, so they're discussing business. Hard at work, Ting-Yuns, I guess.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting-Yun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting-Yun to come together to form the Ting-Yun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
So either she's sucking up to March, or she's really stupid. Because there's no way that that's true.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
This Ting-Yun's got a sense of humor these days. I want to clone copies of myself too.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Ting-Yuns here.
Alright. Keep on talking. Can we talk to her again?
Oh, you're here again. So, what's your decision?
I'm still deliberating. I'm so highly sought after that it's only right I give it careful consideration.
Aha! I knew it! I always have an eye for talented people. No problem. Take your time.
That's pretty funny. Flower enthusiast, foodie Ting-Yun, and silver tongue Ting-Yun. Okay.
get a personally prepared home-cooked meal.
But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
I like all of the variations you're doing of her voice.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
Yeah, we figured. We figured.
Looks like they still haven't decided on anything yet.
Well, if you ask me, take the people pleaser out of the picture, and they'll arrive at a conclusion in no time at all.
You're hoping for them to get into a fight, aren't you?
I mean, that's... What? Jesus Christ, how many of them are there? And then there's... Wait. What's the one way over here doing nothing? It's just... I was gonna say, is that Travolta Tingyun? We didn't know where she was? Jesus Christ, there's so many. This is so ridiculous. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Wait. Yeah. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27? They added 27 Tingyuns to this part of the game. This is pretty ridiculous. Wait, I might have miscounted actually. It might be 28. I think I only counted 3 here. Oh, and there's more over there. So that definitely 29, because that's 2. 30. Oh my god, there's so many. Take this apart piece by piece. Why do you have such a fondness for this benefactor? Still don't understand. Money grubber Tingyun? Oh god. Did I really make this stall? Oh god. Invincible fan wheeler Tingyun. Kitty Tingyun. Alright.
Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky. I'll take you next time. Pinky promise? Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
God, so... Invincible fan wielder Tingyun, okay.
Huh? Yikes. She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her.
Scary? She's super cute though.
Huh?
Oh, okay. I'll tell them to be something new. Didn't even truly realize that one was here. If if you have been refined since birth, perhaps you could. Alright, so... Sleepwalking Ting Yun. Oh god.
I'm walking in the street and... what a weird dream.
Ah, she walked through. I thought it would have been funny when you bumped into her.
This Miss Ting Yun looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her.
The questionable Ting Yun just standing there? What about Money Grubber Ting Yun? She seems completely oblivious to everything else and is just standing there, continuously operating the cash spewer, occasionally letting out an excited laugh.
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her?
I feel like Ting Yun question mark may be the one we need to talk to. Oh, just another one here. 31 then? So many Ting Yuns. Placing this on the Xianzhou won't net any sales. But somewhere else. Work, 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 work. My god. Settle down, Ting Yun. Alright, let's talk to the question mark one.
Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her! If I remember correctly, this Miss Ting Yun's trait is...
It's nothing special, really.
Somewhat normal Ting Yun. What? What? Ugh. There she is. So this is also a side of Miss Ting Yun.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Ting Yun hostage...
I mean, it sounded kind of dirty. Alright, anyway, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration. Know that there are four pairs of eyes between the three of us. Remember, we're the most formidable... No, that was stupid. We do... I like this one, this is pretty funny. Know that there are 4 pairs of eyes between the three of us.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Ting Yun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Are we sure this is somewhat normal Ting Yun?
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
Uh-oh. That, like a vestige of, Ventilia?
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look! It's working!
Hey, where are the Ting Yuns?
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Goddamn. Yes, mommy. Oh my god. That was hot. That was nice. Yeah. Ooh, wow. I'd like to come up with a better expression, but I don't think my voice will let me do it right now.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing.
The music is still very somber or mysterious.
Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
Oh, her long ponytail turned into a short ponytail.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears.
We told you that, didn't we?
I nearly died. Just now.
Darkness descends before the eyes, reminiscent of the chaos before the birth of the universe. Amidst this chaos, a voice emerged,
Don't be afraid.
resonating like that of the creator. We know who that
What?
is.
Is this place?
That was the voice of Ron May.
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
Oh, so we got Fuge. Okay, temporarily added. You can make changes in the lineup menu. Okay. Oh, because we can just add her in. Okay, we gotta do it this way then. If it will let me. Alright. Probably take Black Swan out and we will add her and see what she does.
Don't worry, Miss Ronmei. I am recovering well.
Wait, do we get details? Oh, I can't detail. Alright, we'll add her and see what it does. She's in the Hylides too, so this ought to be interesting.
That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
Hello?
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
You must go on and there's no time to waste. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Is that? It did. Alright. Oh, I guess we're gonna be fighting.
This girl is...
Observation log, day 6. Though extremely rare, the observed subject has started to provide short answers for simple questions, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state. From what has been observed so far, she is not incapable of composing long and complex sentences. However, an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency, enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. Crossed out, the relevant information should be delivered to Madame Ron May for her to decide whether the observed subject's senses should be temporarily numbed before conducting a questioning. Correction. We have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can to alleviate their pain. No further questioning will be made until the body's repair has made some progress. Until then, this is a record of the questions that the observed subject has already answered. Number 1. What is your name? The subject replied within 3 seconds. Tingyun. Number 2. What did you encounter? The observed subject spent a substantial period of time in rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing their consciousness. After being questioned 4 times, it can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details but struggles to elucidate that knowledge during the limited periods of coherence.
Tingyun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
Alright.
It's you again. Who's talking to me?
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait!
Oh, we got jumped. Right.
Is this called coexisting?
Whoa.
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Alright. What does your support do? Grants one ally Phoxian Prayer, which increases break effect, and enables to reduce toughness when attacking enemies that don't have the corresponding weakness type. Makes this unit
Things can never go back to how they used to be.
Make this unit enter the Torrid Scorch state, enhancing basic attack. When ally units with Phoxian Prayer attack, Fuge has a high chance to reduce the enemy target's defense. Okay, let's try it.
Share good fortunes.
Ooh, super break. Nice. Super break. Alright, now she has Fiery Caress. Deals minor damage to one enemy and adjacent. Okay.
Cloud scatter.
Boom.
Let's see
Okay,
this
I have
fine
no idea
moment.
what that's doing and how it's doing it.
Dream vanished.
There's more to life.
I'm not gonna look a gift horse on the mouse right now. Alright, boom.
Let's seize this fine moment. Unite our goals.
Some value.
Okay,
I
what does she
suppose.
have for an ultimate? Deals fire damage to all enemies. This attack ignores weakness type to reduce all enemies' toughness. Okay.
Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Let us dance once more.
Eternal.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
I probably should have healed,
Cloud
but
scatter.
it's fine. Not gonna do much damage.
Say bye to breathing.
Oh, maybe it will do much damage. Should have held on to it then.
Stay put.
So this
No
is the
holding
warmth
back.
of life.
Dream vanished.
Relax. Enjoying yourself?
Okay. It's fine.
Stand still.
Build. And
Dreams of a path.
we'll do this.
Let us dance once more.
So is that like a super break bar that's on?
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them?
They're just hanging out too. They look like they look like they're just hanging out in the back.
The ones from before weren't defeated either.
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can.
And there's Ranmei.
You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying?
Hey.
Oh. No wonder those two ignored me.
That's her.
Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So... I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
Ah, yes, Ranmei, the one who breaks the crazy hot scale by being both super crazy and super hot. Like, both off the charts. So, I don't know what you do with that. Oh, is that brain? You seeing brain matter in the back there?
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
So, is she raising her to be a minion?
Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
Who didn't agree with this? It's a male of some sort, or at least male gendered person thing.
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail.
Okay, what is it with every Foxian having weird tails? Well, not all of them, but most of them. I mean, we have Fei Xiao, who doesn't have a tail. We have Hua Hua, whose tail is now a Heliobus. And now Ting Yun has had something happen to her tail.
You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
Did Yukong have something happen to her tail? I don't think so. That was the other person I was thinking of.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Oh, what's his name? The Abundance character who was really good for a while. Shoot, what's his name?
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
At this point, past events revealed by the tuning recede to the darkness once more.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
Nope.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Ting Yun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
You know, just another day in the life of people in this game.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival.
Understatement of the century here.
After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
With the 30 Tingyuns running around. Shortly after.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then.
Alright. Absorb motions.
How come I keep bumping into colleagues?
Who's are we doing? Okay, depressed male Pepeshi. Bad enough bumping into a colleague. What's worse to turn out to be that Rutgers. Yes, that sarcastic guy. I dare say that there isn't anyone more annoying than him in the entire building material logistics department. I'm livid. What am I doing spending all this money on a vacation just to meet this darn annoyance? Ah, okay. Hello. I've not seen anyone like you before. Hello. Hello. Oh, okay. Discuss the next steps with others. Okay. Oh. Sorry, I got distracted a little bit.
Where are you planning to go next?
Could you give me some time to think about it?
No. Can't just talk to March? Okay.
Shall we keep going then?
Where are we going? What are we doing here again?
Did you forget already? Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
No, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time. So we'd better not drag our feet.
Right. Both ways before you cross. Ah, the sticky wheel almost died again. Not bad. Oh, we went down instead of up. That would have been smarter. Go to OD Mall. I was distracted by car almost killing Miss Tingyun again. Alright, what we got over here?
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My 2 friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and recommended your shop, so I'm here to take a look.
Why, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead, browse all you like.
First we have
Lady Fuxuan of the Divination Commission. What do you think best suits her?
All right, Lady Fuxuan. Brother Hanu Launcher. Clacky Eye Mask. Unicycler. Okay. Divination Expert. Short. Always teased by General Jingyuan.
Lady Fuxuan has such refined taste. The Xianzhou really has changed a lot in the time I've been asleep. Let's go with your suggestion.
Sounds good.
Next is General Jingyuan.
Alright. Some Penacony shares. Dream Joy Memoir film reel, or send him a division of elite fighters.
Seriously?
Now that the Alliance has all of you there to help them, sending any elite fighters more would just be overkill.
We're not giving up any of our shares. Okay, let's try it.
That's not your decision to make.
Okay, I didn't realize. Okay, we gotta pick all the wrong ones first if we can figure them out.
That's the kind of treasure I've always yearned for. But the General's position won't allow him to accept such a gift. Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the Planet of Festivities. I think the General will like this gift. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission. She loves excitement.
Yeah. Healer extraordinaire, young reincarnated version here of famous person. So glad it's her hair clip. Oh, which one's wrong here? Oh, they all sound like we could do it like this. This one's gotta be wrong.
That's a good idea.
God,
it
dang
might be
it.
commonplace, but it's still the specialty of Penacony. It would make for an ideal gift to bring home. That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me.
Tried.
Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere, but Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
A souvenir for myself? That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private? Perhaps somewhere more secluded. I'd like to discuss a personal matter.
Alrighty. I was gonna say, she was starting to seem a little bit more herself. She's been very restrained and somber, and she started to kind of laugh and smile a little bit there.
This is a good spot.
Miss Ting Yun, what's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough. But there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways.
That's good, she's still smiling.
Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? She was so shocked. She was frozen in place when she shouted.
Tingyun how? Vantilia how? Sparkle how? Yes. Sparkle how?
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Ventilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while, I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that.
Yeah, we never met the real her.
That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it.
So she's saying she doesn't really know us and we don't really know her.
That's what I've been puzzled about too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall?
A bit mysterious, a bit dangerous, a bit calculating.
That part is true. I'm always calculating when it comes to business, but never with people. So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant, a potential emanator of the destruction.
Oh, is that a compliment? I'm not sure if I'm deserving of that title. Was there anything particularly memorable?
High EQ, extremely flexible. March 7th said you were bossy.
Hey, no tattling!
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
No. You're better.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Luofu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Correct.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself.
It had been more than a few days.
I regret missing out on your Sanjo journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Fantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even.
Ooh.
I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well.
Okay, we're on board.
But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be a revenge tale.
That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Fantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Aww.
Hmm.
You're welcome. I'm still a bit confused. It's time to rethink how you see yourself.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Miss Tingyun, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm her.
We'll see. I just hope the Tingyun in your memories won't be tainted by Fantilia anymore.
No, we have our own memories of Fantilia.
All right, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
In fact, I may have to visit Vantilia at some point and reacquaint myself and also get some mats. Investigate the dream bubble, okay.
A dream about eons? Welcome to the Dreamscape sales store. Dr. Edward at your service.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Just a friendly reminder, being too picky won't help you find the best dream. Just to dampen your spirits ahead of time. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfect real. The story unfolds in the Shenzhou Alliance, where a young sword master strives to become the sword champion. However, his junior Foxian sword, who just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you. So easy to work with.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean?
Ha.
Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared for you. Thank you for your business.
Alright. That's interesting.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
Alright. But we would be remiss not to mention anything about the nail painting she has had done.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Ting Yoon to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
What services do you
Definitely had a glow up. A 5-star glow up. Alrighty. Oh, what do we got here? What do you sell? Nice to meet you, Trailblazer of the Astro Express. Attendant M. Sella. At your service. Conclusion, there's a 13% chance that you are lost and an 85% chance that you are hungry. What about the remaining 2%? Addendum, out of curiosity, just like right now. I provide guests with a convenient food delivery service. Just let me know if you wish to place an order. Let's place an order. Nice to meet you, Trailblazer. So, wait, did I just time travel? From your facial expression, I can detect 2% confusion. Question, am I able to solve your problem? I see, it must be me. It seems like there is an issue with my memory storage module again. I apologize for any inconvenience caused. Alright, back to the beginning again. Oh, we can activate clockwork, okay. Oh, I should have did an order, actually. I want to see what she sells. Nothing that... I was open for like a recipe. Alright. Keep on moving. Wait. You're back.
Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. Yukong? Yep.
Long time no see, everyone.
Madame Yukong?
Hey.
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting-Yun, I'm here to take you home.
Why is this suddenly like romantic or sexy music there? That was such a groove. I don't know what that was all about. You two must have a lot to catch up on after being apart for so long. We'll give you some space. Can't believe we were so considerate.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same, carefree as always.
I don't know about that.
I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions.
Who?
Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
We're getting into things here. Plans and plans.
That...
Wait, what?
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories. And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
This one got really far away.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse. Madame Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
I figured she was too old for that now.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Uh-oh. She's pissed.
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox. Not caught up in this war.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
A moment of silence lingers after that. Departure is often indistinguishable from parting, yet they are fortunate enough not to have to waver between the two. But luck never seems to favor everyone. Back to Sunday. Meanwhile, at Dream's Edge.
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Ho ho ho.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
Interesting.
I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
It's nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is 1 Week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You all are the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax. Ideally, somewhere where I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I'd walked all the way here. I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
You're very philosophical, Miss 1 Week. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
A show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Penacony from here. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course. You don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream's Edge, after all, and the Dreamweavers are its true masters. Letting them talk.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. My only regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes. He left in such a hurry that I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he will stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not, because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that is the right course of action.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong path when he failed, but I don't think he's had the wrong intentions. We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, even if he has done it alone. Even if he has to do it alone. See, I was gonna say, I thought she could see through Harmony power, being of, someone who has the power herself. We don't have to soar into the sky together. Because I know we'll reunite. Because I know we'll reunite one day, up there in the clouds.
I hope so.
Miss 1 Week, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to finish it. Maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
A dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Thank you anyway. I expect the first exile piece will be a part of the starry sky. As for the other piece, I hope it will symbolize wings.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Is this? A scrawled note. A scrawled note was left here. May your sky be forever radiant. It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape.
Alright, one more over here.
The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
It's okay, let's use this one. Just as before, a note was placed carefully next to the puzzle, like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever lustrous. One more thing, staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. We have enough. Let's go back. Oh, so we actually have to do it. It's the frickin' bird. The last thing we needed to see was this frickin' bird again. Not that one? That one.
It's done. Have a look.
That painting feels like a blessing. It also seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken wings no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still be towards the stars.
Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end? Maybe I'm stronger than you think. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother. See, like I said, of course you knew.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit. But why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those two notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't? I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a Nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To Trailblaze means to forge ahead, Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path, and will always try their best, no matter the situation.
I mean, that is pretty much what this whole story was kind of getting at, with the 3 Nameless that remained here and continued to trailblaze in their own way.
The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me.
Oh.
This is my way of the Trailblaze, and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here, right now. There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes. Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
Alright, where are we going next? Can we talk to Robin? She gone. Yeah, she's gone. Okay, I was just making sure. Oh, we have a fight coming up. A big fight. Okay. We're gonna stop here and pick this up then. Cause I have some things to do. So, we'll try and pick this up, probably not tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be at lunch. So, by the time I get back, if I get through everything, probably won't have a chance to, but we might. I don't know. We'll see. It seems like we're close to the end, so we might have a chance to get maybe an hour in. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But, yeah. But either way, we'll be back tonight. And we'll do some more Veilguard. So, be around for that. Normal time. And that should be fun. And then, like I said, tomorrow night should be the same. I'm checking on friends and make sure they don't want to do a Friday instead of a Saturday. But, I should know more tonight, hopefully. So, yeah. So either way, definitely tonight, come hang out. But yeah, thanks for hanging out a little bit here during the afternoon, these special afternoon streams. If you enjoy yourself, of course, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff on YouTube. With links in the description of the videos to Twitch and social media. And on the Twitch side, like, follow, hit that notification bell. And there's links to YouTube and social media in the panels and the profile, and also in the chat with !YouTube and !socials. So check all that stuff out. Really cool. Awesome. It's people I've been discovering the YouTube, which is kind of cool. We're starting to get subscribers, which is pretty cool. Maybe part of that might be the Unicorn Overlord stuff going up, but check that out. But yeah, that's gonna do it here tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. Tonight. Thank you all this afternoon for hanging out. Hopefully y'all are doing well out there. Stay well, stay safe.